Hey, I'm Unga Mashe, and I want to share some insights on destiny swapping. This is a term that I've seen become more popular over the last couple of years or so. And I've also been asked more than a couple of times, like, is it true? Is it real? Is it possible? I was actually in a session recently with a client who was asking just the same. And my initial response was yes and no. And I know that's ambivalent initially, but the reason why I say yes and no is because on one end, I do understand what is attempted in explanation by saying that destiny swapping is a thing. The no end is seated in the truth of what destiny actually is. And when we look at the truth of what destiny is and what it means, it disqualifies the potential for it to be swapped in the way in which the destiny swapping language has made it seem. Destiny at its root, the etymology of the word destiny means to fasten or to secure, to attach firmly to. And so anything that you are destined for is very simply something that you are attached to. It is very much the attachment between the cause and the effect. And so when it comes to the swapping aspect, no one can swap your destiny for theirs and theirs for yours. But it is possible to experience a change in the form of your destiny. But at the root of that is something too, which the uncomfortable truth is you have to make that possible first. It's something that you are giving permission to some degree, consciously or subconsciously. Now, there are individuals, spiritually gifted, metaphysically minded individuals who very much do perceive and scope out individuals who have certain successes, they have certain blessing, they have certain, attraction that is natural for them. But the closest thing that anyone can do is to see what forms are within your mind and in your spirit that make what you do possible. Our minds and our spirits, they have multiple forms. When I say forms, I mean energetic constructs, which contain things like our gifts, that they contain things like our expression, the tools of our expression. And while no one can swap that, meaning they can't take that from you, it is possible for certain individuals to perceive and to make use of your template. But it is very much that. It is very much a template that they are recreating within themselves. Now, the experience of the swap that a lot of people have is feeling like after interacting with certain people or individuals, they notice that their luck changes or their mind kind of is processing things differently, or they just feel like things are not the same. That too is a real reaction, but it's not an indication that your destiny has swapped, but rather an indication that you have been caught in a point of vulnerability and have experienced a negative energy exchange. That negative energy exchange is the aspect of you at some point slipping into a point of openness where the forms which contained and gave structure and form to your gift, plans, perceptions, talents, etc., weakened. And in that moment, if you are looking out in the world or looking at the other individual and seeing that at the same time they're on what you were on or they're moving like you were moving, it can make one wonder, like, yo, is what I had over there like there? Because a lot of what they're doing looks like a lot of what I've done. And that is a valid and real, and it unfortunately happens too often. But I just want to affirm the truth that that is not your destiny that has been swapped. That is a form which you have released, And the remedy is to tighten back up within yourself. You have to really bring that back into firm, secure attachment. Once again, your destiny is what you are attached to. And the things which we are predestined for are the things which we have come into this life already attached to some degree. So to protect yourself from destiny swapping, just go ahead and affirm and lock into yourself that no one can take what is yours. But you do want to be mindful not to loosen your grip on things that you hold valuable, especially when in exchanges with other individuals, especially those who do not have your best interest at heart. Your destiny is also something which is meant to change. Like it is, and you have every right as an individual by your own spirit to change your destiny. Destinies change often. People will choose to attach themselves to different things and to, detach themselves from other things. All of your choices have a role in how your destiny plays out. But for those who may have wondered or perhaps been a little bit fearful around having connections with certain people because they don't want their destiny swapped, as long as you're tightened on your end and spiritually protected with the awareness of what you're holding and what is holding it together, then you're good. That's when an individual who might be attempting that, they in their perceiving, they will see that, I can't really put my finger on it, or I can't really put my hand on what it is that makes it work for them. So the best protection is that vigilant awareness. And yet again, be encouraged in knowing that your destiny is ultimately yours to control. So I'll leave you with that for now. If you have any questions about it, feel free to meet me in the comments or tap in with me on social and my platforms. And I'll talk to you soon.